back, everybody. Making jewelry has been around for millions of years as a form of culture and artistic expression. Our next guest says her designs come from a range of influences from around the world. Please welcome the creator of Monka Jewels, Monica Alonso. Hello, Monica. I love jewelry so much. I'd actually cut like pictures out of a Sears catalog when I was a kid and put the rings in my jewelry box and told everyone at school, I have a lot of rings. But you actually grew up in the business.
I grew up in the business. My father was a jeweler. And living in Mexico, you grow up with the history of the stones, and you know, everything is very accessible.
Yeah.
And then we moved to the States, and I had the fortune to travel a lot. And we've been all over the world, and I basically base my jewelry in our travels, and I want to share what I see.
Yeah.
So like this is the Otavalo collection. So the ladies in Ecuador, they wear these beautiful Otavalo necklaces. Well, the region is called Otavalo. So I created the Otavalo collection.
And what's beautiful about this is that, you know, you look at the gold, and sometimes in America, a lot of us weren't really used to the really strong yellow gold because it's the 22s, the 24s, and 18s. And in America, most of the time we had 14 karat gold. But around the world, and my friends say, you have 14, we have 22, right?
Yes,
but it just gives a different richness to it, a really pretty color.
And I use natural stones, you know, and this is lapis from Afghanistan, so it doesn't have to be gold. It can be just any kind of natural stone. I love to use natural stones, and many of them come from different places. Rhodochrosite only comes from Argentina and Peru. So we were in Antarctica diving, and that's where my idea came from, making the penguin.
Oh, how cute.
So I made a collection, you know, of symbols.
Yeah, yeah. And the neat thing about this is that every piece you make has a story. You remember where you were when you got the piece, and you share that with the person.
Yes, I share that. And, you know, if people is not fortunate or doesn't have the chance to travel, then I love to bring story to the people. The Buddha collection from our trips to Japan and Thailand.
Oh, this is cool. You hold this up here, the Buddha collection she was talking about. Now, Monka, it's one thing, when you grow up in a business, oftentimes kids try to run and go to something completely different than their parents were involved in. What was it about jewelry that made you decide to actually go major in it in college?
Well, because, you know, it's just a passion. You know, I grew up in Mexico doing jewelry, and I studied jewelry design and gemology, and then I just had the fortune to get the materials, and I do everything by hand. I have incredible jewelers that will put things together, but then they get to me and I put them together.
Do you ever run out of ideas? Do you ever get stuck?
No, I have like lots of projects going on. This weaving, especially, I learned in Thailand. So I had a lady teaching me for many days. We were in Chiang Mai in the north part of Thailand, and you know, I just wanted something very different and safe, so you can swim with them. My daughter dives with them and swims with them. Just bringing, you know, a little bit of everything from the world.
The other thing we're noticing a lot too, Monka, is with the price of gold right now, it is so high that designers are being very crafty in how they can incorporate gold, but you may not have the big solid gold bracelet anymore, but what you can have is these touches of gold. And you're right, like you're using this material right here with that weaving you talked about, is that since that's not a silver or a gold, you don't have to incorporate that into the price as much as you would a precious metal.
Incorporate, you know, a few beads or whatever the customer, you know, I do lots of custom bracelets. You know, if you have a sacred piece from the past, I'll incorporate in a bracelet. You know, I just like to create things that will make you enjoy your jewelry.
Yeah, and it also has kind of that more, you know, fine jewelry is fabulous. We love it, and that very perfect detail, but sometimes it's nice to see something that looks like it's handmade. This particular diamond right here, for example, these are really neat. Are these the ones from India? Kind of the mine-cut, rose-cut diamonds there.
Rose-cut diamonds, yes.
That add a lot of detail as well.
This is another beautiful black diamond bead.
So you'll find all kinds of different things in your collection. Lastly, I want to end with, you love anything that's got a little piece of red in it, especially for red bracelets.
Red, it's
now, what's the meaning
important to
behind
wear
that?
red. Well, since we were in Israel 10 years ago, we got a red thread, and you know, and it's important. It's protection, and my jewelry is also about symbols. You know, just auspicious symbols, like the pomegranate, the red thread, you know.
Right. And I'm going to look right here and pull this right over here, if the camera can get this close up. You also have, I love
my eye.
the little eye, and so you talk about symbols. There you go.
Yes.
The little evil eye, which can do a number of things: protect you from envious people, or teach you to kind of have that third eye, so that you're non-judgmental when you go out throughout the day and you talk to people and meet people.
Yes.
That you stop and think before you act or say
And I have the crosses. I honor all religions. I think, you know, our world is, you know, we all belong to the world. So I honor all religions and all kinds of
which you got
cultures.
The Buddha, the cross,
the Buddha,
peace sign,
cross,
the whole bit.
A little bit for everybody. This is part of my new collection, you know, the mammoth ivory and the tiger tooth. So.
Well, Monka, thank you very much for showing us. These are beautiful.
Thank you.
I love just touching the stones. So cool. Look at that. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. All right, I'm in heaven right now. Okay, we have a link to Monka jewels on our website, greatdayhouston.com. And if somebody has a special piece that they would like, for example, if it's an antique locket they got and they want to rework it,
for them.
You can do
anything. And everything I make by hand, so it's just very personal.
All right.
Thank you, Deborah.
Thank you. Again, go to greatdayhouston.com for more information on Monka jewels. Up next, many people who depend on supplemental oxygen are weighted down by heavy tanks, and that keeps many of them homebound. But a new product makes getting around a whole lot easier. Case in point right here. Stay tuned to find out more information.